Yeah, so we are set to go, right? Oh no, there is some buffs we still need to work on real quick. Did I do them all? Still grace. So 3 of you. So we actually have room for a 4th. But everybody's charisma kind of doesn't really, they don't have a bonus from this stuff. Right? Yeah. Grace. Oh, that we have to do the plus weapon. Put an extra one here we don't need. What would we put in here? Let me assassinate distribute blanc, causing your target to do nothing but listen. The target is fascinated. Any damage to the target automatically breaks the effect. Oh, the Eagle Splendor, we put that on Gimpy. So he gets a little bit of a more of his charisma bonus. Could use a wisdom, another charisma, or strength. She's got the belt. Gimpy could use more strength. He doesn't have any buffs there. It's good on... Oh, she doesn't have a bonus to her charisma? I thought, no, wait a minute, no, the item is +3, so the spell won't help. So never mind there. Wisdom doesn't matter to her. It's charisma, he's got the hat. Strength. How did he get a bull strength? Why did he get a bull strength? Oh, I think it's because of the frightful aspect. No, frightful aspect is something else. So why is his strength so high? Why is he having that cast on him? But to answer the question, Gimpy could use strength. Because why not? Doesn't need that. Oh, I think we put that on him because he's so freaking weak. So, I guess Gimpy's casting that on him. Huh. I think that's so he doesn't... Because he's carrying a fair amount of stuff. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Because his base is what, 8? Yeah, so we were getting him up because he is carrying around a fair amount of stuff. So, reasons. Less weapons, too. So we got 6 being thrown around, which is covered. Can even do more if we really wanted to. Hey, everybody gets a plus weapon. So it's 6, 7, 7. Does she have 7? Does. Okay. So. Okay, so now we finally go in and deal with traps on the ground that we didn't see. We were standing there that entire time and didn't see that trap. Whatever. Okay.
I will help where I can.
Take care of this now because there's no friendly or enemies to heal. Strap.
There is no greater satisfaction than in overcoming a challenge. That is, of course, until one day the challenge becomes you. What's that? It is done.
Hidden loot, just money.
Focus on the goal. Can't hide this from my eyes.
Look, more secret stuff. Boy, so glad that was behind a hidden wall. That was some really valuable stuff. Especially that padded armor. Oh, it was the golden ashtray. It was all about the ashtray. So, where are we? This is the house that Volja's grandfather used to live in?
Watch out for trouble.
Right? I think that's where we are. Yes, his father was a demon.
Keep your calm.
Blackbeard says, I am the memorial of the Reapers. Touch me to read my tale. Writing in the plaque changes, I am the last king of the Reapers. We were the offspring of the gods. We were granted stuff. The zenith of our power, we rose higher than the others. We grazed down upon creation, but the other races united in opposition to our purpose. They attacked from all sides and slaughtered us until none were left. As the day rises and the night falls, we all move forward to meet our end. I, blah, 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 bear witness to this truth. Mr. Skull, carefully polished and displayed like a work of art, the black reads, he did not escape the indestructible prison, but his skull did. Ineluctable prison. I hate that word. Ineluctable. Luctable. Statue of mummified Mara that's embellished with intricate details. She almost looks like as she is about to move. Trap. No. Fine statue of exquisite marksmanship worthy of decorating the courtyard of a king's castle. Stone slab inscribed with small Sicorian runes. The plaque reads, curse the demons that destroyed is. Curse the Ereluvorish who opened the way for them. And a curse upon you, the demon reading my last words. Oh look, it's Vodiel. Vodiel is waiting for you in the main hall of the mansion. The spikes of his powerful shoulders and back bulge out violently. I knew the spawn of Geberbla would come to gaze at his inheritance. Pathetic, stupid nobody. Do you think you will be lucky enough a second time? Run, little tiefling. Run away and don't stop, and maybe you'll survive a little longer. But I'll still find you no matter where you run, and I'll suck your eyes out of their sockets like grapes from their skins. You think I was just lucky, you lizard? I had the chief with me then, and now I don't even need the chief to kick your ass. I came for my inheritance, for my power. And when I get it, we'll see who's laughing then. He looks back at you and whispers, I think I went a bit too far there. Do you reckon he'll kill me quickly after that? And the thing I just said about not needing you, I was just saying it, but I didn't mean it, so don't get any ideas. Why are you so eager to destroy Volja if he hasn't done anything to you? He and his grandfather are all guilty before my mistress by virtue of their very birth. Lady Hepzibah, the strongest child of Baphomet, hunts down her unworthy brothers and sisters because she alone should stand before the throne of her father, the Lord of Labyrinths. I will tell you how why was killed, you pile of refuse, and the story will be the last thing you hear. No one can escape from Mistress Hepzibah. Why tried. At first he settled down here in Lucianera. He thought that in the lands of Nocticula no one would get him. Ah. I found him for my mistress. When she sensed me, he locked himself in his treasure room like a cowardly rat, not wanting to accept his inevitable death. I carved through his henchmen and reached his hiding place. The bones of those who did not have time to flee crunched beneath my feet. I tore down the doors of the treasure room, pretending to myself that I was ripping apart the pathetic coward. But inside, I found only a corpse. Oh, my lady was so pleased. But the demon's small eyes squint suspiciously. I knew something was wrong. The corpse lay in front of me, but I felt sure that Y had escaped. I tortured his servants until they revealed the secrets of the moon of the abyss. I made them search every corner, but the moon was gone. How many years I searched for it, and then I found not only it, but the tiefling as well. This tiefling as well. Lady Hepzibah will reward me when I bring her the horned skull of a defective spawn that dishonors the blood of Baphomet. And she will reward me twice over when I reveal the escape of that scum Y. So, this is a kind of a side thing here. The Celasta campaign that we finished up last week, we fought a lot of these demons. These are the Librizu. They've with us 2 set of arms. As you can see, the artwork is pretty much the same. They got the smaller arms on their chest and the big claws out there. So you can see, same demon, slightly different interpretation of what they look like, but same general idea. Is Wildrift a descendant of Baphomet himself? Yeah, so you're telling me I'm related to old Baphomet. How'd that happen? Lord Baphomet conceived many demons, many bastard children unworthy of their father. One of them was Y, who made his way to Galarian. His blood, and hence the blood of Baphomet, flows in you, tiefling. Lady Hepzibah will destroy all who defile the purity of this blood. My, turns out that you are of noble blood. Darren sweeps into a low, mocking bow before Woljif. I beg your pardon, my dear sir, but would be so kind as to remind me how should I address a noble personage from the abyss? Your unholiness, or perhaps your deplorable disgrace? Sela, hold on. So does this mean that when you were telling me all those tales about actually being a prince of a faraway land, you were actually telling the truth? Looks like it. Go figure. He shakes his head in disbelief. I mean, I thought I was lying, but turns out I tripped over the truth without even knowing it. You sure did, she grins. I seem to recall you wangling 10 coins out of me, promising to repay me with heaps of gold once you found your family and got your inheritance. Well, it's time to pay up. Thing is, my family is still alive and kicking, see? But why don't we revisit this topic once we're not under a threat of a slow and painful death? What is the moon of the abyss? Ask the tiefling. If Y left the moon for him, he should know the answer. Nobody explained nothing to me. I don't even know why it's so important. Why doesn't nobody ever tell me anything? I don't even know who this Y guy is. My grandpa, my great-grandpa, my uncle? Vaudreuil howls with laughter. Stupid tiefling, you don't even know why you're going to die. The demon that caused you to be born will also be the cause of your death. How did you know that Woljif was coming here? I was informed that the tiefling I was searching for had set foot in the streets of Lucianera. Where else would he go but to the mansion of his ancestor looking for treasure? The shadow brought me here. The shadow should have known you were here because it always protects me from you. But why? Why didn't it warn me? Could you just take the moon of the abyss and leave me and Woljif alone? Vaudreuil laughs hoarsely. I'll take the moon of the abyss, yes, but I'm in no hurry. And you're going nowhere. Skewered on the edge of my spike. That's where you belong, just like your friend and everyone else who decides to intercede on his behalf. I will make a goblet of your skull and bring it to my mistress. If that counts as leaving you alone, then you'll have peace plenty. Ha ha ha. There's a reward for this tiefling I want to cut. Okay, enough talk.
Can we retreat already?
Okay, so first up. Old break. Do it half turns. Cold, acid, electricity, fire. Acid. Gain resist acid 10. Your normal attacks deal an additional acid damage if you assume a wild shape. Sure, we'll do acid damage.
They better start running.
Hey, zombie, welcome back. Am I bullying demons again? No, they're bullying me. Oh, he didn't shapeshift. Oops. Well, this is going to go poorly for him, I think. Maybe? Woljif. Mirror image. No, you have mirror image already. No, that's displacement. There we go. Plasma fire. Wow, look at that sneak attack. Wow, he almost killed me in one shot. Good job, Woljif. Damage there. Yeah, I might as well break out the Sword of Heaven and that. Veronica, turn that on.
We won't falter.
Baron. I think there's a good chance you might be able to kill him. Told you. That was easy. We might be a little over level. There's the shadow. Ark says why. Revenge on Hepzibah and her henchmen. A gigantic demonic shadow separates from Woljif and menacingly hangs in the air. At times it seems to grow, as if the atmosphere of the abyss is feeding it and giving it additional strength. Woljif, the voice of the shadow, is deep and low, and it seems to penetrate the mind, developing and replacing any other thoughts. My heir. Woljif freezes as if under some spell. Grandpa, I mean, Your Honor, I don't know what to call you. I never had a grandpa like this before, and and I always knew it was your shadow. You're my guardian demon, huh? Well, why not? I always knew I was special, a prince or something. And this is the chief. You should get to know each other. Chief, this is my grandpa. It's a pleasure to make the acquaintance of the demon who outwitted Hepzibah's henchmen. Not even a demon, but even the shadow of a demon. You're pathetic. It is easy to deceive those who do not know what you know. My grandson Woljif discovered this knowledge without my help, and I am proud of him. He deserves to become my heir, the one who will take my strength and avenge the fall of our branch of the family. I knew why will rise again. That's great and all, Gramps, but I'm not quite following you. Revenge? I knew why? I mean, I want your power, of course, but like you just said, it's easy to deceive and all that, right, Chief? What do you want from Woljif? I want my grandson to accept my power and become a continuation of me. Tell me, Woljif, do you want to ascend to the top of the world and rule it? If we combine my powers with your resourcefulness, the Abyss will submit to us, and all those who have wronged us will be punished. Are there many such wrongdoers, Woljif? Yes, I see, I know, and every wrong has been another step leading you to this moment. You have endured everything. You are worthy of great power, my grandson. I'm worthy? Yeah, but I didn't even do anything. Listen, Grandpa, I understand you've been holed up in the crystal for a long time, so you probably don't know me well. I'll just steal here and there, trade a little, and I've never done anything special, you know? Maybe I'm not worthy at all. Maybe you're just wrong. What if later you turn around and say, why'd I go and give you my power, you useless idiot? I can't speak. No, I'm not mistaken. I foresaw your birth, and I foresaw that you would come here. You are exactly what I need, Woljif, and no one can replace you. How did you survive? Thanks to Eridan. He gives a low chuckle that rumbles like distant thunder. I don't know if you remember the times when prophecies were not just heaps of useless words, but I do remember. You see, I am the son of Baphomet. I don't think you need an explanation of who he is. Baphomet conceived many children, but my sister Hepzibah wanted to be the only one. She marked us for death and hunted us down quite successfully. I did not want to be among her victims. I hid in the Lucianera, but I knew it wouldn't last long. In the end, I decided to learn my future. Forewarned is forearmed. I was able to acquire all the knowledge I needed about my future self. After many rituals, I saw a vision of how I would put a crystal like a dark moon into a silver setting. I spent a long time trying to understand this vision, and finally, bit by bit, a prophecy came to me. I realized that I would have to die in order to live again, that the dark crystal must become my refuge and the receptacle of my powers. I must hide my soul in the crystal and wait for my heir to come to the abyss and free me. This crystal is the moon of the abyss, set within a silver mount. I sent it to Galarian for my grandson. Do you see, Woljif? I anticipated your birth like no one else. Why did Vodil dislike you so much? Vodil, he wanted to curry favor with his mistress and nothing more. But you cannot deny his intelligence. Hepzibah was appeased when she saw my head, but he discovered the truth about the moon of the abyss and almost killed Woljif. Hepzibah, the stupid cow, just wants to destroy all her brothers and sisters indiscriminately, but Vodil, his mind was constantly seeking ways to please her, and this desire aided his efforts. Well, he died pursuing his dream of greatness. Demons don't give something for nothing. What do you want in return? I have only one condition, and it is a very small one. He shrinks down to the same size as Woljif. My spirit will enter your body, Woljif. I will hide within you just as it hid within the crystal, invisible to you, invisible to others. So you sort of want to take over my body, he looks disappointed. Really, Grandpa? I thought better of you. I'm your grandson, you know. You shouldn't treat your grandkids that way. You take care of them, put up with their hijinks and stuff, not make puppets out of them. Life has taught you to be cautious, Woljif. I do not want to take your body. I want to help you. Who were you before you found the moon of the abyss? A pathetic thief from a small town, a coward and a traitor, a boy who is hated by his own mother, driven away from everywhere he went. And now look, Vodil is dead. Look at all the treasure that are rightfully yours, and this is just the beginning. You'll become the prince of the abyss, my grandson. The treasures. The treasure in this house sucks. Just want to point that out. Grandpa is not as generous as he claims to be, or thinks he is. Wise voice grows slower, more insinuating. As for my living within your body, your success will be my success. I will only give you advice as I did in the World Wound, and you will be free to choose whether or not to listen. However, I see that words will not satisfy you. Let me show you what you will gain if you agree. You say I've been driven away from everywhere, but the chief hasn't chased me off yet, so show him too, since we got into this together, Chief. Actually, it's fine, forget about it, do what you want. Show me too, I don't want Woljif to face you alone. Can't accept his gifts, don't even look at them. You're making a mistake. But the chief hasn't chased me off yet, so show him, since he wants to. Show me too. I want Voljif's face. I don't want him to face you alone. Weiss shows no sign of patience, but his darkness seems to become deeper, more compelling. What a loyal friend you have, Woljif, but maybe the chief just wants to guide you every step of the way. Maybe he is just afraid that you will become too independent. Woljif looks to you as if trying to find the answer and then turns away. I don't know, Gramps, maybe you're right, but even if the chief mouths off, even if he doesn't do what I like, he's still the best thing that ever happened to me. At least let me take a look. Let him take a look. As you wish, he begins to grow, his darkness pulsating as it surrounds you, until you are completely enveloped and nothing else can be seen. There's only silence, only darkness, and a soothing voice. Close your eyes. I will show you what the world will be like when the dark moon of the abyss rises. As the darkness recedes, you realize that you are standing on a deserted street in Canabras. However, to call it standing is an exaggeration. You are a disembodied spirit, and through your transparent body, you can see the walls of neighboring houses. Next to you is a slovenly dressed old woman with a swollen face, her lips pursed unkindly. When she opens her mouth, you hear the velvet voice of why. Observe, Commander. And steal from us, were you, a little rat? Blah, 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 and there goes Woljif. A boy of about 10 runs towards you, and as he gets closer, you recognize him as Woljif. He looks scared and clutches a piece of bread to his chest. Grandma, help me. You said I should take the bread from them. Hide me, Gran. The old woman does not budge. Look at you, Woljif. Small, weak, useless, always blaming others, always holding them responsible for your failures. You're exactly the same as you've always been. A boy who is so afraid of the world that he hides behind someone else's back. First your grandmother, then the thieflings, then the commander. The boy can't hold back his tears anymore. Gran, why don't you ever help me? You're all I have. They'll beat me up. So hide me, please. You'll remain this way forever because you are too cowardly and weak to cope on your own. Only I can free you from this fear. Accept me, accept my power, and destroy your enemies. Come on, do not hesitate. He turns to you. Watch, Commander. Once he gets a taste of this power, you will never be able to sway him again. Woldriff, you're not a lonely child anymore. You don't need the powers of a demon. You have powers of your own, and you have my help. Do you want to be worthy of the powers of blood? Then fight back properly. Disgusting. You're not a lonely child anymore. Woldriff turns to you when he hears your voice, wiping away his tears and sniffing loudly. The illusion vanishes and becomes an adult again. Chief, you're here. Let's wipe the floor with them. Me and you fought against demons. What can a bunch of bandits do?
So it comes to this.
Oh, look, he lost his head. Oh, not merely demon. Not sure exactly what happened there, but he made a poor choice. When the darkness dissipates, you find yourself in a familiar basement, the one belonging to the thieflings. Karazme and the others stand across from you as menacingly as they did before, and next to Woldriff is you. I thought better of him. And I trusted you. You will never change, Woldriff. He punched you without improved unarmed strike, and you got... Oh. So, poor choice. He chose poorly, then. I wasn't wrong about you after all, Woldriff. You are a traitor. I took you into the gang because I heard you were a master lockpicker. I was warned that you were a traitor, but I didn't listen. I took you on, and for what? You've only endangered the family. But I didn't betray you. I only took what belongs to me, right, Chief? It's your fault that I've been treated badly. Maybe if you were nicer, I wouldn't have done it. Don't try any of your fast talk on them. It's useless. Deep down, you wanted your chief to appreciate you and for the thieflings to love you for who you are, so that they could really become your family, since your blood relatives never were. But look at yourself, a coward, a thief, a loudmouth, a street rat, and even a demon spawn. Who'd ever want to accept you? There's nothing in you worthy of any interest. Take my power, Woldriff, and enchant them. They'll praise your name endlessly. You'll bask in their adoration. You can't make them love you. Try to tell them how much the Moon of the Abyss means to you. If they don't understand, remember that I understand. Chant them stuff. You know, he's right. You really aren't worthy of love. You can't make them love you. Try to tell them how much the Moon of the Abyss means to you. Woldriff nods and takes a step towards Karazme. His tail twitches. If I could tell you, I took the Moon of the Abyss and stay here with you, I would. But I know I can't. The laws of the family don't work that way. I'm sorry it ended this way, sister. I had fun with you a lot. You're the best gang I've had. You were. It doesn't matter if you love me or not. We knew it. You've always been a nasty street rat, and you always will be. Aha, what kind of rubbish are you talking, Woldriff? Darkness dissipates again like in the last illusion, but this time you see not one Woldriff in front of you, but two. The second looks at Hepzibah, who is before him. He looks like an exact copy of himself, but something in him has changed imperceptibly. His presence is cold, and there's greatness, like an aura of darkness that vibrates around him. Now look, Commander. No, don't kill me, have mercy. See what my power bestows? Imprisoned in the crystal, I felt how it called to me, how my magic was changing. I can defeat Hepzibah, even Baphomet himself. With my power, you can easily crush your enemies, and any crusade will seem like a leisurely stroll. Now come and guide my heir to the right path. Is this what I'll become if I accept your gift, Grandpa? I do look pretty good. His voice still sounds uncertain. Woljif looks back and forth between you and his double. So we need to decide right now. There won't be another chance, all right? I have to ask the Chief one last time. What do you reckon, Chief? Take your power and destroy the old Woljif. You can do it without him. To win, I need you and all the loyal friends I fight alongside, not deals with demons. I don't care. Do what you think is best. I need you and all the loyal friends I have fight alongside, not deals with demons. Woljif smiles. What's that, Chief? You can't do without my high-quality goods from the best warehouses of the family, huh? You know, life's not bad with you, Chief. Although I've already developed a tick in my tail after all the adventures we've been through. And all in all, well, what's left to think about? Hey, Gramps, I've decided. Woljif tosses the Moon of the Abyss in his hand. This thing's beautiful and expensive, of course, and I'll miss it, but I don't need any suspicious crystals, you know. I'll get rich after this trip and buy myself some ordinary ones. Any hint of subtle persuasion instantly disappears from Y's voice. Weak, coward, you give up power, and for what? For human sentimentality. Not a human, dwarf. For friendship. You, who never before believed in all those sweet words, have allowed you to poison your mind. Allowed them to poison your mind. Hey, no, Gramps. I've been watching the Chief for a long time. After all the stuff he's done and said, he's never once lied to me. Not ever. He was on my side when nobody else was. And you sat in a medallion and waited for your prophecy to be fulfilled. So you could put me on and wear me around like a little meat vest? Think of it good and hard, Grandpa. Of the two of you, who do you think I'd trust? Stupid little rat, I thought better of you. Apparently your horns have finally grown through your brain. I'll beat all the nonsense out of you. You will only serve me.
Let's have some fun.
So where's Grandpa? There's Grandpa. Oh, there's 4 Grandpas. Let's see. Rifle aspect's already on. Doesn't matter against them so much. Oh, look, fire. So much burning. Good saving throws made. Veronica needs more burn.
With all your might.
Gotta miss. Happy Wednesday. Get that burn up, though. So, +2 dexterity and constitution. Old brick. Time to change. Yes, Sila. What kind of stuff do they have on them? 5-footed, some heroism, bark skin, mage armor, that kind of stuff. Only 3 of them? But there's 4. Now I can't use it. Bastards. Could justice him just for fun.
Into the fray.
Shit, not on the horse. Well, just seems to be doing his own thing. Where's the bear? Seriously, where's Gimpy's bear? Where's Espresso? It's not in the room. He got robbed. Okay, so Spirit Paladins or Diva? Let's probably get out a Diva. Yeah, get over there for Sila. Bob, you can help out over there. Stupid 20s. Wow, he just kicked the crap out of Ulbrich. That's bad. Fails to dispel everything. Okay, Veronica, hello with this one. Ugh. Okay, at a 9 burn, so we can crank this up to... Oh, what's this? Elemental overflow. Oh, that's true. That's the one. What?
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Oh, electricity damage? Yeah, whatever. So we're kind of not really doing a lot of damage to him. Oh no, that's to us. Never mind. Okay. So no bear kind of makes things more difficult for us. At least for Gimpy. But we do have Storm of Justice. Oh, look. Go demon. Oh, Bob. What do you do? This is insanity. Safe made.
This thing refuses to cooperate.
Hellfire. That's dead, but not dead.
Forwards!
Dice rolls.
The light, take you.
So Woljif not being his best self by doing weapon attacks all the time. Bob. So we'll don't know where that came from exactly, but it's okay. So close.
We won't falter!
Dice rolls. Hey, Sela.
Into the fray.
Happy Wednesday. Ow. Gimpy. Do the sun form. Hey, let's do the sun form. Dodging Wolf. Okay, Bob, get him. Heavy pick. Really? Need 6 rolls, no higher than a 4. 3 times. Heavy picks are nice, only when they hit.
Strike with all your might.
Kind of like those. What was the roll on that one? 17. Ugh.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Big Gimpy. Here comes another Storm of Justice. Oh, I forgot to do his sun form rag. Oh, look, you died. Especially nice when they don't hit. Well, yeah. We hit? Scout? Leave Scout alone. Suffered a Ober got his ass kicked there.
That, I guess. And I was just getting used to having a grandpa. He's not the type who will teach you how to fish and fill a pipe, you know, but he's alright. Probably even decent for a demon. Not surprising that Gran remembered him well.
It happens when they hit. Didn't kill it.
Who gives a damn about Grandma? Chief, you... I mean... Thanks. I don't know why you've treated me so... I'm nothing, you know? Well, look at me and... and you... But it turned out that we're, well... friends? Actually, friends. And you've been there for me. Why are you looking at me? I'm not crying. My voice is like this because my throat's dry. It's dusty in here. That's why my throat's itchy and my eyes are watering and my nose is running.
What are you going to do now? What will happen to the Moon of the Abyss? What are you going to do now?
Now? Are you the chief or what? You tell me. You know, I've got a good feeling about our campaign. So far, we've dealt with everything that's been thrown at us together. I'm starting to think the wrong gang was called the Family, you know? I'm with you to the end, Chief. And after the campaign, well, you'll have to live long enough to find out. Let's defeat all the demons and then we'll see.
What happened to the Moon of the Abyss?
Huh? That's that. But I'll keep the setting. It's nice work. Delicate, and another stone will look better in it. I'll keep it so I don't forget the choice I made, and why. I'll just get it out, look at it, and remember. Ooh, and then if I live long enough to open my own shop, just a thought, you know, I'll put it in a glass case where everyone can see it and drive themselves sick with jealousy.
Gonna get out of here now.
Well, go along to the old family nest. It's a pity I can't bring this back to Galarian. Well, not all of it. But there is something we can do. Hey, Chief. Let's clean this place out from top to bottom so not even a speck of gold is left behind.
My tail is twitching. Must be a sign.
Yes, it's a sign. Yeah, so stuff. So Ulbrich got his ass kicked in that fight for some reason. So what did we see? Oh, a secret door. Where was the secret? There it is.
There are many roads to success.
So we're supposed to get over there.
Something wrong?
Kinda. Dimension door.
This spell's faulty. No, really.
Saboteur item.
I will guide.
We can't get down from here, can we? Not that way. So, Saboteur. Date. So this is a punching dagger. Caustic enhancement +4. It's a weird +4 confidence bonus on trickery skill checks. Whenever the successfully disarms a trap, they get a +4 bonus on damage rolls for 5 minutes. Multiple applications of this effect do not stack, but extend the duration, effects duration. So, thing is he's regular daggers, not punching dagger. Not a big deal. He's not staying with the group anyway. We're only here for this little adventure. So they talk like there's a bunch of treasure in here, but there's nothing. There's not, I mean, other than that little weapon. What else is there? Make sure.
My tail is restless.
Treasure was the friends we made along the way. Apparently, because it sure wasn't the stuff we found in this room.
Focus on the goal.
Pretty sure we found everything we're supposed to find.
Watch out for trouble.
Okay, so
No reason to pause.
good enough. Now let's see.
Keep your calm.
Okay, next we want to do Arushale stuff, I think. Or do we do get land done. Get him out of the way. That way we don't have to worry about switching anybody else around afterwards. Do land, bump him out, take in a Rue. Maybe even Ember. Oh, what I do like about the different storylines and stuff, they do have the companions, how their portraits change based on how the story goes. In this case, his doesn't change. But if there's a choice, the different choices he does, and if he, without ruining too much, his portrait actually changes colors and stuff. It affects, Rue has the same issue too. But again, haven't done her stuff yet. Lan, I don't think, well, his story's not over for a while still, I think. Okay, let's rest up and fine.
Your shadow. Why did the Inquisitors of Canabras not investigate you?
The Paladins told him there was no problem, and while the two lots of them were having a Barney over it, I took off. Sorry to disappoint, Reggie.
Reggie. Reggie. Okay, so next is Lan. Where's Lan? There's Lan. Lan just has to be leveled up to 16, so he's staying with the Slayer Deliverer. Or no, actually, I think we decided to go Zen Archer and that. Right? Is that what I wanted to do? Get him to Zen Archer 10. I think that's what I was doing. I'm going to do 10 and 10 just because we can. Not because we should, because we can. And that's easy enough to do. You actually didn't get anything this level, did you? Other than, yeah, that's standard for this level. That's because you should. Shh. Ring doesn't like my choices when it comes to land. Oh god, he's got a lot of missing stuff. Sky's resistance 3. Give that to you for now. Shroud. Make it melee 10. No, it's not melee. Bracers armor 2. Bracers armor 3. Lucky bracers. I'll do 3s. Or whatever they are. Charisma? No, he's dexterity and wisdom. Gloves, Enduring Wizard, that's not him. Necklace, Agile Fists.
Hello Gimpy, it is time to take a break. Go get some more water while you are up. Your next break is in 1 hour.
Dexterity 2, Strength 4, Dexterity 2, Constitution 2, Constitution 4, Physical Float, Strength and Dexterity. Strength, Dexterity, and Constitution, because hey, who doesn't need more health? He does. A ring. Ourselves glitter. He summons, it doesn't affect him. Doesn't he already have an ability that does that for him? I think he does. I didn't even realize he had these. So, armor, not a big deal for him. He's got that crappy robe. I don't think we have a better one for him. That's right, he's a Slayer, so he gets to wear all this armor. If he wants to. But then he loses all his monk stuff if he does. Good. I think we're good for now. Oh, weapon. I don't think we're going to get bows on our situation here. Deadeye, the composite long. No. Better than the wicked longbow. Delamere? Oh, Delamere's longbow. He's not good.
Not my style.
Longbow, it's nice if you're good. Trapping. Eye for an eye. Short bow, though. We get 6 attacks or the first hit in a round against an enemy more than 30 feet away. The enemy suffers -2 penalty AC for 2 rounds. Probably use that one. Make them easier to hit. Okay, well, we'll continue this when I get back from break. And if you get up, stretch some legs, get some water, check on the dogs, because they're not in front of the dog cam. So I'll be back in a few minutes. Thank you all very much for watching. Enjoy the dog video.